Hi guys, my name is Archit and today I'm going to make an informational tutorial about how to create and attach elastic IP addresses to instances. So for the first step, I'm going to create an instance, launch an instance over here. I will select the Amazon Linux 2 AMI, which provides us with the software configuration of the virtual machine that we can use to load our application on the web server. This is a free tier, so I can use it without any charges. Over here in the next step, I'm going to choose the instance type that I have to use. For that, I'm going to choose the T2 micro instance type. In this, we get 1 GB memory and 1 vCPU, virtual CPU basically. In the next step, I'm going to select one instances just to start. In the next, the VPC is going to be the default VPC. We're not giving any subnet over here, which is any availability zone. It'll select on its own automatically. Next, I'm going to change the IAM role to default. Keep other settings as same. You can also go into the details of these settings and you can change however you like. The storage that is already given to us in this instance type, I'm going to use that only, not making any changes. Tags are also optional, not necessary. In the security group, we're going to keep it SSH only. Proceeding further, I'm going to review and launch the instance with this and review the settings that I have mentioned over in the earlier steps. Over here, see, we are getting a alert that we have to improve our instances security as we have kept it SSH security group. Basically, it can be accessible to anyone in this and on the World Wide Web. Basically, that's what it's written is this your security group is open to the world. In the next step, we don't have any key pairs. So I'm going to create a new key pair. I'll just name it key pair for Elastic IP. This is a very critical step as whenever you are creating an instance, you have to have this key pair to associated to the HTTP server that you have to connect it to. Otherwise, you won't be able to access the instance via the internet. Downloading the key pair, basically you have to have the .pem file before you proceed further. See, we have the PEM file. I have misspelled the word pair. It's okay. We can proceed with launch instances. It says they are launching. I'll go to view the instances. We will have to wait for some time for the instance state to be active and the status checks to be passed, all the status checks. Now we can see that the instance is up and running and both of the health checks have been passed. For the next step, to create and associate an elastic IP to the instance, I'm going to go to the network and security. In that, I'm going to choose elastic IPs. Over here, as we can see, there are no elastic IP addresses found. So I'll go to associate an elastic IP address. With the default settings, I'm going to allocate. So over here we can see that we have an elastic IP address created. Now what we have to do is we have to allocate an elastic IP address. Basically, allocate this IP address to any instance that we want. So over here we can see that over here when we click, we will see all the instances that are running. So we only have one instance which is running. I'm going to click on that. In the next step, we can see that they are asking for a private IP address, which is if you want to give a private IP address to your elastic IP address. I don't want to do that now. Also, reassociation, I won't check this, which will allow my elastic IP address, basically this elastic IP address, to be reassociated to any other instance. We won't let that happen. So I'm going to associate, and I click on associate. I can go to my instances and check, open the details of this instance, and see, we can see that the elastic IP address for this instance is this. If I go and copy and open in a URL, I will be able to use this instance for this particular IP address only. So what actually happens is, whenever your AWS account, say for example, it will get logged out or your session will get over, what will happen is the public IPv4 address that we have, this will get changed every time you load. So we don't want that to happen, and we want it to be static. Basically, the IP address to be same, which is why we create elastic IP addresses. This will never change until unless we ask AWS to do so, and then, reassociate to some other instance, or just give up the elastic IP address. And that's it for elastic IP addresses. I hope you found it useful. Thank you very much. That's it for this video. Thank you.